Right. So this is the ring and the spring link. So what it looks like. Say, look, we're going to get this ring to link on to the spring. Just like so on three, one, two, and three. Boom. Did you see it? That was the exact moment that these two linked on here. And as you see, the only way to get this ring off now would be to unwind it off of the spring. That's the only way. Ugh, to, and it doesn't even want to unwind that way. That's the only way to get this ring off of here. Unless, of course, you know, we use a little magic, which, by the way, is probably the best way to do it, so we can get it to just melt back through and back off. So here's a little puzzle with obviously a ring and a spring. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no slits or cuts in any of these two objects here, though my ring is getting a little bent out of shape, I see. Nonetheless, here's all we were doing. I've taken a spring. I don't remember where I got this. I think it was out. I don't know. If you can find a spring and you can stretch it, what I did to stretch this one out because it was really tightly like sprung or wound or whatever the word is I just took a screwdriver, a flathead, and I dug it in between and I just started using it and I just started going so that it was gapping the spring out to look more like this, right? So that it had more gaps in between the coils. Nonetheless, we take a ring and a spring. You take your ring. Now, you can put it basically through anywhere, like this. So right now, it's not attached, okay? But the weird thing about a spring is this. If you hold the ring and the spring, and this is legit, by the way, watch this. I'm going to do it with my hands just like this. I'm just going to rotate the ring to my right. Did you see that? Now, it's linked on here. And that is legit. It is absolutely linked on here. The only way to get it off, you can hand it to a spectator at this point. The only way to get it off would be to unwind it because they're not going to know that all you have to do is just twist it. And now we can take it back off. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. Um, so the way that I performed it was I go like this. I say, okay, so we're about to link and bagoosh. And as soon as it does that, I like to take the ring now and show that it's really linked on there. And so I try to hold it like this. Then all I'm really doing is I'm just rotating the two. So I'm just grabbing the spring and the ring. I'm rotating my ring clockwise while I'm rotating the spring towards me, or rather counterclockwise. And then I just show, and then at this point you can hand it back out. So under the guise of just showing like this, all I'm doing is just rotating around like this and just letting them see here. And if they don't believe me, which nobody ever does, you can just hand it straight to them and say, look, and then boom, and now you've got a miracle on your hands because the only way that they're ever going to think to ever get this off would be the logical way, which is now to just spin it all the way off. They're not going to know that you can just, like I said, twist it, and then that, and that's what I did to undo it. Say, oh, with a little bit of magic, we can just go like this, and I untwisted it just there, and then now I can slowly go like this and show that it's unlinked. So that's a pretty cool little principle with a ring and a spring. I'm not sure where to tell you about where to go about getting a spring. Maybe underneath a couch or something like that. Maybe a lazy boy, a chair. Um, there are ways to acquire these. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the trick. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm doing tricks like this all the time. Like the video. It really helps me out personally so I can keep bringing you these crazy tricks. And we'll see you on the next video.